What's up guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be looking at how to remove the tyre off the Solar FF 2.0 in case you need to do any puncture repairs or just any general maintenance. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at what tools you're going to need for this job and let's get straight to it. So what you're going to need is a decent sized wrench, a flathead screwdriver and a number 4 Allen key. And just make sure that you let any air out of the tyres before we start work on this project. So the first thing you want to do is just get your wrench and remove the tyre nuts. And just make sure that you do this on both sides and then put them to one side somewhere you can find them later. Then what you need to do is just take off this little screw here, which is just holding the wire onto the frame. Just go ahead and remove that. And then remove the metal blocks which are holding the wheel in place onto the frame. And then there will be 3 washers on the left and then 1 washer on the right hand side. Just make sure to put these away separately so you know where to put them when you put the wheel back on. And the wheel should just fall off then, and you can just put that on the side of the table. Next you just want to get your Allen key, remove these screws holding the split rim together. It might be a little bit tight, so yeah, just need to put some force into it. Put them to one side. And then once you've done this, the split rim should literally just fall apart like it did for me here. And then you can go ahead and take out this part of the rim, making sure to take out the air intake properly. And then put in your new inner tube. So remove the old one, stuff the new one in. It's literally as simple as that. Make sure to put the air intake into the right hole on the rim, like I'm doing here. Lay it flat and then making sure the inner tube is in there nice and neat, nothing's hanging out. You can go ahead and marry up the 2 split rims together again so the holes are matching up. And then it's literally just a case of putting the screws back in, tightening everything back up. And be sure not to over tighten anything, but these do need a fair bit of tightening. And then it's just a case of putting the wheel back on. Same way we took it off, but just reverse really. So like I'm doing here, just try and marry it up to the frame. Don't forget your washers. So a single one on the right and 3 washers on the left hand side. Might just want to put them on one at a time. Then you can just marry the wheel back up to the frame again. Like so. And then to hold the wheel in place, just take the 2 metal blocks that hold the wheel onto the frame and just slot them in. That's going to hold the wheel onto the frame whilst you get your wheel nuts back on. So you can just take your wheel nuts and just tighten them back on. And then make sure to put this wire back on with the little screw. And then you can get your wrench and just make sure those wheel nuts are nice and tight. Again, you don't need to over tighten it, but make sure you do tighten it with some force. But again, no need to over tighten. Check everything's okay and job's good'un. So that is pretty much it for the tyre change on the Solar FF 2.0. As you can see, it's super easy. You don't really need any special tools to get this job done. And yep, super simple. So that is it for today's video. If you do have any questions regarding the tyre change or just anything in general, please don't hesitate to get in touch either on our socials, here on YouTube, or at hello@solarscooters.co.uk. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.